Tatiana, can I hear you?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hadn't heard it from your side, so I was wondering.
Thanks.
Okay, let me see.
Should be good to go, Josue.
All right, so I'll call this meeting to order and we'll do roll call. Martha? Tatiana?
Present.
And myself. Is that everyone on the committee, John? I know Sylvia does come occasionally.
She's not available tonight, but she sent her regrets. So she's an automatic member of every committee. But yeah, this is the committee.
Great. All right, we'll move on to item 3, agenda. Does someone want to motion to approve the agenda?
I'll motion to approve the agenda for the governance meeting on Wednesday, June 3rd.
I'll second that. So there's a motion by Tatiana to approve the agenda of today's governance committee meeting, and a second. Martha? Martha, we're voting on the agenda. Okay.
Aye.
Tatiana?
Aye.
And myself, aye. All right, we'll move on to new business and action agenda. A, the review of the use of the library policy. John, do you want to give an update about where we're at with this?
Absolutely. This was a conglomeration of my edits to our original use of the library policy with Douglas's additions, made it basically combine the use of the library policy as it currently stands with our guidelines governing the use of the library to create a single document that kind of gives us the authority that we need to keep the place safe, keep staff and the other patrons safe as well. So this is a good move and a good choice to kind of combine those two, because we need to be able to point to policy in order to enforce the rules in the library.
All right. Well, I'll motion to approve the reviewed use of the library policy and recommend it to the full board of trustees.
I'll second.
Okay. I do have one question. Towards the end where it mentions the executive director, actually anywhere where it mentions the executive director, should we also add acting executive director for cases like we are in right now?
No, because John acts with the full authority of the position of executive director as well. He's in that acting role. You don't write code to address every eventuality like that.
Okay.
Can I ask a question or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so my question is that if the executive director or the second person, why can't you put on there the executive director or the administrator on duty when something occurs? Okay, because if not, what happens if John or Gail's not there? Then there has to be another person that's going to be able to have to make a decision regarding what is going to be done regarding that person and their behavior. Are they going to be ejected from are they going to be taken out of the library? What reprimands are going to be given to the person? So I think that you should always have, like, if they're not there, then who is going to make the decision? Because if not, that's not really going to be fair to. It's just like a school. Whenever the principal's gone or the AP's gone, then there's another administrator that's assigned the task.
I can answer that. I think that, you know, the policy itself, especially in this form, allows the staff to make those decisions at a staff level. Where John or the executive director steps in is as an appeal to the decision made by the staff. So that's actually a more lengthy process. in a school setting, more akin to writing a formal grievance to the principal or to the superintendent and asking them to reconsider what was done at that lower level. So this is more just a appeals process and not really recognizing that or limiting the authority of staff on duty.
The policy is the overarching document, and therefore the procedure or how we carry out the policy inside the library is what we would kind of lean on. And Douglas is absolutely right. It would be up to the staff to conduct word to the patron, but this does give us the ability to address these concerns if a patron complains about being mistreated.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Tatiana.
So this says that non-compliance will be reported to the police. And then, John, is there already a policy on the books that any involvement of the police is automatically some sort of form that would land on your desk?
That's, again, an internal procedure. Anytime police are called, notified, it's immediately, there has to be an incident report written. We have an internal process for notification of accidents and incidents like this, but the chain of command would be followed, and we would certainly mediate each situation as it comes up.
Great, thank you. So Martha, does that clarify that for you? So,
yeah,
okay.
Because then what is the role of the security officer? Because I think if you leave it to open, it's too subjective and it's going to be based on the person that's calling. Whereas if the security officer should know the policies, and I really think that should be the responsibility of the security officer to make the reports, write them up, and him with executive director. So then the security officer should be the one that should make the decision regarding calling the police. That's what I think, because if not, every other person is going to be able to call the police, and you're going to leave it open.
Well, we have the policy already that would state the scenarios of non-compliance and what that would mean, correct? So this is, to me, this is like a secondary document to fall back on.
If I may ask a point of order, a point of clarification, are we talking about policy regarding the use of library facilities at the top? Just to be clear, we're all on the same page, because it sounds like there's really nothing in here about calling law enforcement per se.
Again,
that's more of
I have the library policy up.
I think she was bringing up a scenario.
Okay.
Are there any other questions or comments?
Well, then maybe in that case, then maybe there should be a training regarding with all staff on site regarding what is considered a behavior to call the police, what is not considered, and then have everyone sign off of it, because then everyone's on the same page as regarding behavior.
Isn't that already done, John?
Chuck conducted 2 incident report trainings in the month of May, and we'll have more coming. So there will be more training.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? It's kind of weird to have a meeting with such a small group.
Small but mighty, I must say.
I think this is okay to send to the full group. I'm sure that we're going to have a lot more discussion as a entire body. But if there's no more comments or questions, I'll move forward with the vote. All right, Martha?
Yes.
Tatiana?
Yes.
Josue, yes. We'll have this on the agenda for the next Board of Trustees meeting. John, did we get any public comment?
No, sir, there was no public comment.
All right, there's no public comment, and there's no one on the call, right? Or I guess we don't have any audience. And then I guess we'll just adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the Waukegan Public Library Governance Committee meeting for June 3rd.
I'll second.
There's a motion to adjourn by Tatiana and a second by Martha. We'll take a vote. Martha?
Yes.
Tatiana,
Yes.
and Josue, yes. We were adjourning at 6:16. Thank you all for joining the meeting and your input today.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Douglas
Thank
and
you.
Doug.